Hi guys, so I'll be making, an inspirational message or motivation, for this, entire video for the, this YouTube content, right? And I'll be explaining a lot, you know, like about everything, right? That you just need to know, right? So just listen carefully and please hit a like button or hit dislike button, whether you or not you hate this video or you like this video. And I hope this video became, very helpful. And ever since, like I entered this world, like I've been learning a lots of new things and I've been knowing like what's going on and so forth. So I know that, yeah, living ever since, like 2020 has entered the earth, like I know that, yeah, like this has been, a very tough time. We have to deal with this quarantine and all stuff, and we will get stronger and we will like get through this. And I know that this has been the toughest time that human has ever faced, throughout, history, right? I know it's a little off topic, but I'm just saying that hopefully we can get through this. And like I said, man, this is just an inspirational video. So I want to let you know that, that from that, yeah, like it is tough, man. It is tough. And I got lots of things to say. Like how I'm viewing this, right? So when you inspire people to do something, that means that, oh, like you just want them to become a better person or just become, a successful person, just in general, right? I mean, yes, man. I mean, yes. I mean, there is just no reason why, you should, just waste your time, on this, this planet or something like that, right? There is no reason because, yeah, of course, that whatever time is being spent as planned, like there is no like regaining time, right? I mean, of course, you cannot go back in time, right? I mean, once you use your time on your planet, like it cannot go back, right? I mean, time can only go forward. That's the saddest thing, in life, is that you can never wish to go backward. So as times, as time goes on, like you should enjoy your life, as much as possible. And I have to give you one good reason. The reason why you should enjoy your life as possible is because there's no turning back, right? And things can only go forward and forward and forward, right? I feel like, yeah, like by me saying that, like I've been seeing that in the past, like there has been a lot of opportunity, that could lead people, to successful, right? They can just use that energy in the past, or the energy that they really regret, like they didn't like even use and they fail, use that opportunity, and that's why they always think they're like failure and stuff like that, right? Yeah, for me that it happens, a couple of times. Like there was opportunity given in the past and I failed to use it, and it's just a mistake, I learn and I just move on, and that, right? Yeah, so this is the reason, why, like I feel like, yeah, there should be a lot more people being successful than comparing, like this current time as of right now, right? I mean, yes, man. So I'm just like thinking a lot, because I have a lot of things to say. I know. I know that when I'm trying to be whenever an opportunity is given to you, like you should just take advantage of it and just use it up, and that's how you become successful, right? I know that people always fail in life, right? I mean, it's the common thing, right? It's just common, like not every, because what I learned, throughout this world is that not every day is gonna be your best day, not every day is gonna be, your worst day, right? typically, you know, every day is just gonna be like an average day. Every day is gonna be like a new day and stuff. And we know that each day, you know, every one day can only last, you know, 24 hours, right? And then a whole year, you know, is 365 days a year, right? Then, you know, like once, you know, they end, you know, every day, you know, we set a new self and stuff, and every day is a different day, and everything, every month and every year, you know, each time you pass that time, you know, it just resets itself, right? So why is this important, and why am I mentioning about this? Yeah, of course, you know, like I by saying this, like, you know that your life goes up and down, right? Nothing is flat. Like, it's your life is always like a hill, right? There is no such thing in, you know, having a flat life, right? And what I mean having a flat life, it means that, yeah, like your life is always, you know, not very consistent, right? It means that, yeah, your life is always gonna change, you know, you're gonna have to deal, you know, with some, you know, hard time and easy time. And yeah, I know that tough time is always, you know, have to deal with it. Just like as of right now, this is like a very big example of like what tough time I have to deal with. Like everyone has to deal with right now, and I don't have to explain, right? But soon, you know, in a matter of like few more months, or you know, probably a year or so, like everything will probably, you know, just go back normal, and then, you know, the tough time, you know, will just suddenly disappear, and then, you know, we're just back to normal, right? And then easy time will eventually, you know, come soon, right? I know that, yeah, like your being here on earth is just like, and I understand that when you just live on life, like you're not always gonna get what you want, right? That's another thing that I learned. So by just looking up to, you know, your model, you know, or, you know, examples, you know, like how people become successful stuff, is that they always believe in themselves, right? Yes, always be positive, man. Just never be negative, right? I've been told like so many times, like, why is being positive so important in life? Yes, it's because, you know, it takes you away from, you know, negativity. It brings you motivation that encourages you to work a little harder, right? And when you think negative, like you think you're not gonna do it, you think you're not gonna do this, and if you think if you always think something bad, then bad things always happen. If you always think something good, then good things always happen, right? I mean, it's 99% true, right? Not always, nothing's 100% correct, right? I mean, looking like future, looking like present, like nothing is 100% accurate. And you know, when you look in the past, then everything, you know, is history, and everything is 100% for sure happened, right? I mean, by me talking this video, by saying that, like, the only thing that you can change is the future or present, but you can never change the past, right? No, once you've done it, you've done it, and it can never be like a redo or redundant, right? You can never change history. That's what, or the past, what I call it, right? Yeah, so whatever you want to do for the future or the present, please think twice, man. Okay, think very carefully, man, before, you know, you take your action to do something, because you don't want to do anything, you know, that will just ruin your life, you know, or that can like demotivate you, right? I mean, when you're given life, I mean, you have like so many options of what you want to be, right? I mean, just be careful, you know, not to choose, you know, really bad choice, you know, that will just, you know, drag your life down, you know, the line, right? Dragging you down, right? Yes, it's very important that you need to stay motivated as much as possible. I mean, think of this, man. Think of this. during this inspiration video. Like I know that, you know, like a lot of young kid or like adults, like anyone in general, you know, like have a, you know, a specific goals in life that they want to accomplish, right? I mean, if you, I mean, it's very important that you need to like know like what you really want to do in life, right? What you're really into it, right? Um, I mean, for example, like whether you want to become, you know, the next Indiana Jones, whatever you want to be, you know, the fastest runner alive, whenever you want to be, you know, the strongest or best of everything. Like this is just for example, right? I mean, yes, man. I mean, this is the goal that you got a really big dream and really big goal that you really want to accomplish life. But however, you know, like other people, you know, outside of you, you know, like, or whether it's your family or just other people aside from you, or think that you just cannot accomplish, you know, goal. Like, you're not being realistic and you can never do this, you can never do that. Like, God, like it's like hurting someone. It's like really attacking someone. And I remember that I did get attacked, you know, in the past too, right? Thinking like this negativity, you know, towards that person, you know, like yeah, it does, you know, get them a little frustrated and all stuff, and they have to deal with it, you know, and think that they cannot, you know, meet their dream, you know, even though it's so crazy, right? I mean, yeah, man. I mean, this person feels hurt and all stuff, and whenever that negativity come to you, like, just try to ignore negativity as much as possible. And when you think a lot in the positive side, then this is how you became successful, right? There is no secret, you know, of you know why you can accomplish, you know, really big goals or a lot, or become a much better person in life, you know, or do things that will benefit you in the long run. You know where all the energy come from? Positivity, right? Turn that negativity into positivity. Turn that energy around and you become even more successful than you think, right? And you have even more energy, you know, just to you build up your mentality to work, to encourage yourself to work harder as ever, right? I mean, just think of it, man. Like, why am I saying that? Saying this, right? I mean, you have to take risks in life. That's all I have to say, right? Why am I mean, there are lots of people, you know, that are too scared, you know, just to go after their dream and stuff because it seems so tough, seem unrealistic, seem like, oh, you're just crazy, man. Like, it's think that it's gonna hurt their future or think that they're not gonna. Like, no, 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 man. It's not gonna hurt you, but taking a little risk is okay, but don't take too much of a big risk. You know, yeah, that will, yeah, cause you yourself, you know, to be in a really bad situation. No, don't do that type of stuff, right? I mean, when you have a goal in life, it has to be your goal that can't be accomplishable. Just pick a goal, you know, that will just help you elevate, you know, step by step. And it has to be a legitimate and has, you know, needs to have a background, right? I mean, what goals I'm talking about, like, yeah, don't pick a goals, you know, that, you know, attack on other people. Don't pick a goal, you know, that would know that can get you in trouble. But pick a goal, you know, that is realistic, or can be a little unrealistic, you know, just because you want to go savage mode. And just pick a dream, you know, that you really want to be, right? That doesn't, you know, hurt other people, right? That's all I'm saying. That will, you know, make yourself look good, make yourself, you know, very beneficial, and make yourself, you know that, yeah, you are, you know, very, you know, successful person, and you have very tough mentality, you know, that can deal, you know, all of this, right? I mean, yes, man. I mean, think of this, man. Like, you only have like 100, like, probably like at least 70 to 80 years life on Earth, right? Think this, man. Like, the overall, the planet that we live in, like, this Earth can last, for billions of years, and we live, our life is a matter of just like shortage of like less than a century, or you can call it 70 to 80 years, right? Things, man, like, your life is so limited on Earth, and as the time, the time elapsed, the little time elapsed on Earth, like it just like goes like very quick, like your life like ends like very soon, right? So that's why I'm saying that whatever, whenever your time is being spent on Earth, like, make it useful. Do not waste any time. Do not waste year. Do not waste like minutes or second. Like, do everything you can to make yourself happy. Yeah, happiness is the most important thing when it comes to life, right? It does not matter where you get paid for money, whether you get do for that, none of that, right? The most important things when it comes to life is your life is very important. Your life is very valuable, right? I mean, if you lose it, then you cannot do anything else. That's the bottom line, right? I mean, yeah, and you only have like one life on Earth, and God, like, pick you, just to live on this planet, for a certain limit of time. And once your time is up, then your life is over. Then you're over, and you just cannot like reborn or become alive again. No, man, nothing happens then. Once you're dead, then there's no way that you can like be re-alive again, right? No, it's not gonna happen, man. Know that this is a very long view, but chance of you being born on Earth, okay? Chance of you being born on Earth is like 1 in 400 trillion. So what does that 400 trillion mean? And what does that mean to me? So for you to be alive on this planet, you have a chance. You have like absolutely zero chance of you being born in this world. Like 1 in 400 trillion, like, that is a huge number. Like, think of it like how small of a chance you are, entering, this world, right? I mean, there are like tons and tons of like trillions and billions, quadrillion, and like tons of like factors. Like, that this Earth is so huge, right? Like, there are like millions of reasons, and like unlimited reason like why you will not be born on Earth, right? I mean, just one slightly change, right? Just one slight change, on this plane, can cause you not to be born at all, right? Well, just think how lucky you are. Just think, man, right? Just one little reason, can cause you not to be born at all, right? I mean, think of this, man. Like, this is why, entering this war is so hard, right? I mean, for most people who fail to see this, like, I feel sorry for you guys, right? But if you watch this entire video, like, you will be blessed, like, how lucky you are, right? And you realize that, yeah, it can take, just one little, this one teeny puny factor, that can just change everything, right? And that will, exclude you out the world, permanently, right? Yeah, and when I didn't know this is coming to my mind, like, when I search on the internet, like, or watch a YouTube video, like, how lucky, you know, I have a life on earth. Like 1 in 4 trillion is like, oh my goodness, like I was shocked, like, you know, like how lucky I am, right? And I was, you know, technically born, you know, to have a very good life and stuff. I mean, come on, man, like there are over 1 billion people that are starving. There are over, you know, billions of people that are living, you know, with less than $1, you know, in their hand. And there are like over, you know, 1 billion people, you know, that born in poor country, and there's like over 1 billion people, you know, like there are lots of people that are still very unlucky out there, but I mean they should be happy, right? I mean, no matter, you know, how poor or how less of a power you are, like you should always be happy on earth, right? You should always be happy, and I have to tell you why, man. Think of this, man, like there's only one you, right? There's only one you, and there are like tons of other factors, you know. Oh, there's just like 7 billion people on earth. Like this is why, you know, like entering the world is so hard, right? I mean, you can look all around you, you know, and see like you can easily name, you know, like 1,000 reasons why you cannot, you know, be in this world, like just by looking, you know, a small area, you know, around you, right? Yeah, and I just explain you how life is valuable and all stuff. The reason why I explain you that is because, you know, yeah, you just want to be as happy as much as possible, and, you know, encourage, you know, break your goals and stuff, right? I mean, I know that if you want to accomplish goal in life, I mean, it's gonna take a lot of time, and nothing is easy, you know. I mean, even entering this war is not that easy, just left alone, right? I mean, to accomplish, you know, a goal in life, like that's gonna be a whole nother level, right? I mean, this is gonna be very difficult and all that stuff, right? And it's gonna take a lot of time and energy and effort, you know, and lots of hard work, you know, just to go, you know, like where you are at right now, right? I mean, of course, like without support, you know, without that positive energy, without that mentality, then you obviously cannot be successful in life, right? I mean, by thinking, you know, positive and by being, you know, so motivated, like you are heading the right direction, right? That's all I can say, right? I mean, patient, right? So how to become a successful person in life? Obviously, you know, like I already explained you that, and the one biggest thing that I forgot to mention, you know, how to become successful is that you have to be patient, right? Things does not come, you know, automatic. Like you have to work hard on stuff. Like let me give you example, like how these people, you know, become successful. Like think of like Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, you know, Eliud Kipchoge, you know, Eliud Kipchoge, and you know, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Like how these people, you know, became successful, like such as like Henry Ford and all these type of people that are, you know, huge example of like how they become successful is because of hope, right? It's because they always believe in themselves, and they just keep working harder and harder and harder. Like they just became, you know, really famous, you know, one of these days, and they get a lot of people like gain recognition, and this is how they became so successful, you know, in life and stuff, right? I mean, they have to work as hard as they can, right? And it's just that matter, like how much effort you put into, you know, your dream stuff. If you put something, you know, a lot of effort into your goal stuff, you will become a lot better than if whether, you know, you think it's negative, whether you didn't put enough effort, whether you didn't go hard on it. No, whenever you don't want to be successful, you have to go as hard as you can, right? Go 100%, like no 99%, no 90%. You have to go like 100%, right? I mean, here's the clause, like when you get to go, like you have to like accomplish something, right? Yeah, like do not ever think you're useful. Do not ever think that you have no purpose in life. Like God really picked you, right? God picked me, pick the reason why you're living on this planet, because God picked you, and he knows that, yeah, you can do something, that is extraordinary, that many people cannot do, right? I understand, like, why, I'm living in, in this crazy, like, ridiculous world, but the world I live in is not, by just learning this, like, by just saying this, like, I'm not living in a ridiculous world, like, yeah, God just has to make us, a little extraordinary, because he knows that, yeah, like, you are only given, one life, and having, certain limit on everything, stuff like that. So he has to give us a little more power, like motivate us, like, you can accomplish this dream, you can accomplish that, but you just have to work as hard as you can, and eventually, like, when hard work pays off, then you'll eventually, earn that privilege, and you'll earn that goal, and you will accomplish that dream, right? You will eventually earn it, right? It doesn't come free, nothing, is free in this world, and you just have to, work hard, just to earn it. Yeah, nothing, like I said, man, nothing is impossible in this world. Nothing is impossible. Okay, the reason why you're not good enough is because you either didn't have enough time, to work on your effort. You didn't even put enough effort into a dream, or you're just lacking motivation also. There's just two biggest reason, why you're not becoming successful, as I can see, see, right? But yeah, like I said, man, not enough discipline, not enough practice, or just lack of motivation, causing you not to be successful at all, right? And this is what I see, right? And then, like I know, like, yeah, you'll be sitting and wondering, like, why am I not going anywhere, right? I mean, if you put a lot of hard work and effort into it, then you've been looking like, it may take years stuff, just to become successful and stuff, just to, to be really good at something. Like, in a matter of few years, you're gonna see, like, how much accomplishment have you made, right? And when you look back a few years ago, then you realize that, oh, like, wow. Like, you'll be shocked, like, like, I have made this accomplishment, like, through this, type of reason, and you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, right? I mean, everything is up to you, right? I mean that, yeah, man. I mean, this is just like an inspirational, message video, right? I mean, yeah, I mean, it's okay to take a little risk in your life, or like I said, man, like, it's okay, if you try something new, right? You just never be afraid of your dream, right? Just never be afraid. And if you be afraid, that already leads to negativity. That always, and that will lead, not to, become successful in life, right? I mean, it may take a long time, to step out of your comfort zone, but your mental mind, you should step out of your comfort zone, and you should work toward a dream, and it will come slowly. And once, like, you make a little improvement, then you keep continuing until you make improvement, and you get faster and faster, and get to eventually your dreamland, like, where you're at, right? I know that a lot of people, the smart one, that will survive, like, they know that they have to take risks, to order to get something they really want, right? I know that some people do take really huge risk, and it benefit them in the long run, right? I mean, think of this way, man. Think of this. So just be happy that you're just alive on Earth, right? Because, like I said, man, like for people, I know that entering is worst tough, but when you enter this world, then that means that it already shows that you are a really tough person, right? I'm just sorry that my organized is it's unorganized stuff, but I should, like, write down my notebook, what I'm gonna say in this video, how to shorten it, but I feel like I'm a little too lazy, and things, man, like, there's are still lots of people who are lucky and who has to face, you know, extra challenges in life. Like everybody, you know, is different, right? Not everybody's gonna be the same. I mean, people have to face their own challenge. I mean, for me, I have to face my own challenge, you know, every single day, you know, that I have to go through it, which is autism or disability, right? Some people were even born with disability, you know, which is unluckier than, you know, compared to other regular people, you know, with disability, whether you're handicapped, whether you have autism, whether you're physically disabled, or whether you've been sitting in a wheelchair, you know, your entire life, whether you don't have arms or legs. I mean, if I was severely disabled, I would still be happy, you know, be alive on Earth, right? I mean, this is what I have to say, right? Yeah, because when God picked you to born, he knows that, yeah, that it shows that you're already tough, right? Because the one that wasn't born or the one that didn't make it alive on Earth, those are called the weak one, right? The tough one will always survive and will always, you know, enter the world. I mean, whoever enters the world, bro, everybody who enters the world, whether you're a tree, whether you're an animal, whether you're a human, especially when you're human, you know, like you are always tough, right? You may look weak, but then, you know, but by learning this, you know, through my experience, through my, you know, my vision, you know, you're always, you know, mentally very tough, right? Yeah, because nothing is ever easy to earn, right? Earning a life is like very hard already, right? I mean, even though you don't accomplish your dream or you don't do anything that's very crazy, I mean, it's okay, man. Or whether, you know, you only spend your very short life on Earth. Some people even die, you know, through tragic accidents. Some people end their life, you know, for like tons of reasons, you know. I mean, lots of, you know, like things, you know, that's going on around the world, you know, that I haven't seen yet, right? I mean, I would like to learn, you know, more new things, you know, through like my experience, you know, 21 and a half year life being spent on Earth, you know. Right? I'm just saying that just always be happy, man, okay? Like, yeah, man. Okay, man. Now, you know, by saying, you know, talking about 32 minutes, you know, how this war ends, how inspirational, you know, message is, I don't feel like, yeah, this world I live in is not so crazy, right? I mean, we are tough, but we are tough, you know, in specific area, right? You know that I am tough, you know, when it comes to like physical running indoors. I mean, you could be tough, you know, not in running area, but in other area, you know, that I couldn't do. Like some people are, like I'm not that tough, you know, I'm not that good, you know, when it comes to communication or organizing idea or some. And there, you know, there's other people, you know, that can be way better than me or way better than you know, in certain areas, right? I mean, we're just special, you know, in terms of, you know, areas, right? You don't have to be good in everything, right? And you can just focus, you know, on this one specific dream, you know, that can, you know, like gains you, you know, and help, you know, gains you know, lots of recognition and stuff, right? The reason why God picked us because we know that we have extraordinary power, you know, that help us survive, you know, throughout this tough, you know, this tough world, right? Do not ever think that the world is ridiculous. This is what I think. In the past, like I think like this world's ridiculous, but it's not, man. Okay, it's just tough, you know, and when we work so hard to earn something in life, like God wants to show us that we're tough too, right? Everybody's tough, you know, like everybody should not attack, you know, one another, you know, like you can't do this, you can't do that. No, we will put in a team, you know, we work together, we, you know, and we help ourselves to be successful, you know, like share, you know, one idea another, and we are here as a community, you know, to help, you know, another, you know, who are struggling in life. And even if you are struggling in life, like, this is not the end of the world, you know, you just keep fighting back, you know, keep trying to get better, you know. I know that we have to fail in life. It's okay if you fail in life. Like, it's okay if you make little mistakes, but don't make a big mistake, you know, that will, you know, cause you to lose life, cause you, you know, to not be successful, and cause you, you know, to you know, to guide you in the wrong direction. I mean, here's the important thing. What I want to say throughout this whole video that I forgot to mention, like, whenever you fail in life, like, don't think like it's the end of the world, or don't think that, oh, you like, you know, this is it. But no, you just have more than that. You're more capable of doing anything in real life when you have your positive mental, your mind. Like, it's just imagine like you fall back down, like you're just like a 1 years old, you know, person, you know, that's just like struggling to walk. If you just like struggle and you fall back down and you get back up, and this is how, you know, your body make adjustment, and you make adjustment, you know, make yourself smarter, make yourself stronger, and you fall back down, you get back up, and don't ever look back. You'll always look forward. You look back, that's negativity. No, that's the wrong direction. Fall back down, you get back up, and you keep doing this, like recycle, like keep doing this. You know that I always struggle, you know, like every day in life, right? I know that, you know, like I've been through tough time. I know that sometimes, you know, bad day stuff, but I know that I get knocked down, you know, all of a sudden, you know, and then, you know, I find my way back, you know, just get out of the trap, right? I know that a lot of people want to be a dream, but I know that at a very young age, like, you were put in this trap room or in a box, right? Like, you don't even know like where to go and what to do, and you're like clueless. Like, eventually you figure it out, you know, by looking at this video, and you figure out your way out, you know, and then you're just gonna work harder and harder from here on, right? I mean, some mistakes are like a trap, right? I mean, some people cannot escape and stuff, but you always have to find a way. There's always a way out to, you know, to hum over this mistake, or to avoid this mistake, right? And whenever you make mistake, turn all that mistake into a motivation, right? Yeah, turn that all negativity, turn that thing all the positivity, turn that all the energy, you know, get back up, and you stand up stronger, and you will fight harder and harder, and that's how you successful, right? That's how you became the greatest of all time. Think of this, man, like, even the greatest and best person in the world, you know, have their struggle, right? They just simply don't, you know, give up. Another thing is that, you know, to become successful, like, you have to start your goals now, right? Whatever given time that God gave you, like whatever goals you came up with and you want to do, you want to meet your dream in life, start your goal as soon as possible. Like, do not wait, because you know you cannot go back in time. You're like, oh, I regret this, like I should have done this, I should have done that. No, like, come up with a purpose in life, man. Come up with a purpose in life and do it as soon as possible. Like go as hard as you can, and even if you fail in life, that will cost you, you know, to be unsuccessful. Like, don't talk negative about yourself. Talk to yourself like, hey, I just make a mistake, and oh, it's tough, I couldn't get back up, and try to get back up, you know. Try, I don't want to say try, but do as best you can, though. Get back up, you know. Keep you going hard and hard, right? I mean, everybody is a human. Nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes in life, right? And if we, I get it, man. Like, everybody makes mistakes. It does not matter whether human or robot, but like, even robot makes mistakes. It does not matter, you know, how tough and good you are. You always gonna make a mistake in life. And once, because it could be the same mistake you make, it could be a new mistake, because everything in this world always change, right? There's always gonna be new things that's gonna attack you and stuff, and you're just gonna have to deal with it, right? And whenever you learn that mistake, because there's one typical reason, why people make mistake, because it's something new, or something that is unpredictable, right? It's just something new, right? I mean, it's okay if you make mistake. Yeah, people understand that, oh, if you make new ones, then you're just gonna have to learn it, and be careful not to do it again. But however, if you make a repetitive mistake and that turns to a habit stuff, then that is no good, right? And that will probably get you in trouble, right? Yeah, it's because you just didn't know the mistake and you just didn't like recognize it. I mean, this is why it's new to you, right? I mean, yeah, man, it's good to learn it, and it's good to not to try to avoid as much as possible, right? And avoid becoming very repetitive, right? Yeah, and always come up with good habit. Don't come up with really stupid habit or bad habit that can really drag you down, and that's not gonna look good on you. So I think I have a lot more message to say to this video, but I just want to end this video off here. I mean, it's been a 40-minute video talking about inspiration video stuff, but you know that I have a lot of free times, like I can play a game or do whatever stuff since the layout. But no, man, I just want to make an inspiration video, like like how to deal with this with tough time and all stuff. But I know that it's been a really long talk, and I'm just trying to help you that like how to become a very good person, how to an inspiration message, right? And you can be better than me, Like if you want to be better than that person, or if you want to be better than than anyone, then you just have to like work, okay? Just put as much effort as you can, just do what all I say in this video, and getting additional support or help is actually good too. So you can use that as a motivation, just to help yourself get better, right? So thank you for listening to this, this video, and I hope it's become very helpful. And thank you for listening to this video, and I have to go now, and bye bye.